Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to show you a really cool tool that you can check out. This is Halo to Scale. So it was put together by Loftus. What you can see here is all the various Halo lore and fiction put to scale painstakingly so. You can see high charity, and here as you get closer you can see everything else to scale. So that's going to be from Halo 3, the big portal that was on Earth, and here we can see Super Carrier, Long Night of Solace from Reach, various other ships, complexes, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move in closer and you're going to see everything to scale. So this is an incredible project, the amount of detail and work he put into this. You can see everything to scale, the size, the silhouettes, and what you'll see is a lot of the Halo universe that you haven't really seen in this way in particular. So we're going to see the different size corvettes, structures, ships, and what's interesting is some of the things here you haven't seen otherwise. So right there is the Pillar of Autumn. You can see its relative size, and what's interesting is also it's 117 kilometers long, 1.17, so that's a little interesting thing they snuck in. And also a UNSC aircraft carrier is interesting that they put that in, and it's actually about the size of the frigates, so that was a kind of a cool tidbit of information you pick up by looking at this. You can see the various structures that they've put in here. The grave mine is over on the left, compared to various structures, and you get down to the very minute details of the different characters, the floods, all the different characters. You get the weapons, turrets, and this is compiled from the various Halos, so you see everything in perspective, which I thought was really cool and nifty. The Hugarok there, those are the engineers. He even has the snowbound turrets on the bottom left, so the amount of detail and research that went into this is just simply incredible. So I would go ahead and check this out. This was recently on Halo Waypoint. And here you can also learn about the various vehicles. There are two different types of dropships, altered from the various games. You can see that there. There's like a Huragok recharge station, which is presumably for hunters. I didn't even know that. So by looking at this, you'll be able to find out a lot about the various vehicles that are in the mythology of Halo, probably in the Halo Bible, and that have been scattered throughout the various games. So you can see them all put together. It's really interesting, and I recommend it for all of you who who dig Halo, who dig the lore. Also, those of you who want to forge and learn how to make these objects more believable, build them to scale. You can even go all the way down to a gravity lift here, the Covenant battery, the regen. It's just incredible. And there are various categories. This is all pretty intuitive. You can go all the way down to the characters, and here the various enemies. You can look at the various weapons. It's super cool. I really enjoyed looking at this, playing around with it. It's taken a lot of work, so I figured I would share it just because of the amount of detail that goes into this. Also for anyone making machinimas or anything, you can see the relative size of objects, which may be useful to you. They even have a little dinghy on the bottom. The various civilian vehicles, civilians there you can see, and a lot of the stuff that you saw just in-game partially during different snippets of the various games, is brought to life here in more detail, and it's right next to all the other vehicles. So right there, the Onager mass driver, that's the one you shot in Halo Reach, I think in the last level. And here you can see all the way down to Chief and Cortana. So that's basically what he uses. His system of measurement, was starting with Chief. Chief is described to be 7 feet, and so he used that, and then he used the in-game sort of designation in terms of units, and converted that using the fact that Chief was 7 feet tall, and then scaled everything up from there. So that was really cool. Obviously here you can see the various UNSC weapons, and what's super cool is on the left you can see a MAC round, so that's what's fired out of the sides of the ships or the various MAC platforms, so you get everything sort of in perspective, which I thought was super cool, totally interesting, and you can spend a lot of time looking into this, which is nothing compared to the amount of time you put into accumulating this. And here we go, we're zooming all the way out. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Just glad we could bring you guys this little update, another cool look into what the community is up to. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll bring you guys more of these in the future. Peace out.